hop into our first game with Onsen Master from Waken Oni Games.
It feels.
That was the trailer for Onsen Master. We have Derrick on the line on the stream. What is happening, Derrick?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for joining us again. It was so awesome to have you on the stream last time and to like catch up when you're so close to, release. Or can I even say that?
Yeah, you can. We are close. Onsen Master is coming out this year, and it's been going well. So it's a good time to be able to be featured here again.
Yeah, and we have it now, so we're we're actually gonna be playing it live, which is dope. I was playing it for a while, last night, just kind of get the lay of the land, and it's really addictive. So Alfonso's gonna be driving. Let's hop into it.
Good luck.
Definitely good luck. I was like throwing grannies left and right, or grandpas left and right on that. I was like, let me prep the bathwater, Can you tell us about basically how you got started and kind of where you're going from here?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. Onsen Master, as well as my background in games, started with creating this game as a sort of hobbyist project. At the time, I was at a point in my life where I was, like any other post-grad, living with roommates and trying to figure out what you wanted to do next. And so, we started tooling about Onsen Master as just, this might be something that would be cool to create. And as it started to take formation and really develop into something, we realized that it's probably a project that we'd really want to take further. And so we pursued Kickstarter, got a publisher. Shout out to Whitethorn Games for supporting us. And now we're releasing this title. As far as everything else between there, a lot of us are working part-time, have lives that have gone on to do other things. I have family, all those types of things now. And so Waking Oni Games, we're pursuant of wanting to create games that insert Black individuals, BIPOC individuals into sort of anime-inspired media and narratives. And that's where we're headed with Onsen Master and the titles to follow.
Nice. Can you tell us a little bit about the mechanics and how you can? I mean, have you been? I know I gotta ask this, and that maybe sound ignorant, but have you been to like a bunch of onsens? Did you go and try out all the pampering techniques and stuff?
I did, and it was a combination of both. So Onsen Master is inspired by the beloved Ghibli film Spirited Away, and really asking the question, what would it be like to run your own hot spring? And so, yes, that did come with exploring various hot springs that were in Japan. I paid a visit to what's called it's north. Wow, I'm forgetting the name of the Kinosaki Onsen. I almost forgot.
Nice.
But it's basically an onsen town, and you can stay at a ryokan. You can stay at a bed and breakfast style place and visit the different onsen that are in this one town. So yeah, throughout that time, got a lot of experiences, a lot of hot dips into to the onsen waters, and had a really great time. It was a very, very learned experience.
I personally am connected. I did do you know the Kimono Kodo pilgrimage in Japan?
No.
To the temple. So I did that, and we stayed in an onsen town, a hot springs town, and everyone had a hot springs, even at their, where they lived in the cottages and stuff. And then we would travel up the mountain, and it was so beautiful and serene, and you could actually see clouds that were coming from the hot springs that were covering the mountains.
Wow.
And it was just like an amazing
astounding
experience. So it's so cool to see that you've created something that kind of captures that feel. Can you talk about how like the mechanics play in, like how you develop the mechanics and what you kind of got going next with the mechanics?
Yeah. So, again, this is certainly borrowing inspiration from a hot spring. I would say if you go to your own hot spring, the experience that you're not going to have is somebody mixing ingredients and tossing that into the water for you. But we wanted to create something that could be manageable, kind of borrowing some of the fun themes that you'd see in other management games. And so your goal as the protagonist in this game is to sort the various customers that are entering your onsen and match the ingredient that they need, and dumping both of those things into the baths, all within a timely manner. Each customer has a certain meter above their head, which is kind of an indication of how much patience they have before they leave, and you don't get any points. You're just going to fly right through that dialogue like that?
Yeah, like you just...
I'm getting back in it.
You're chopping it up, son.
I got to get back in it. I'm all about it. I read this already, homie. No.
Yeah. I'm ready to see what kind of score you have. But yeah, so that's the main mechanic, and then there are various permutations on that. Different customers that you'll visit, or that will visit your onsen, as well as some key customers called yokai, which are spirits and come in a few forms, I would say.
Yeah, I saw when I played last night. I saw one of the spirits, the black with the cyclops.
The Umibozu.
What was it?
Umibozu, which is water monk in Japanese. These are all yokai that you can, if you go to Google, take your pick for research. But they are all yokai that exist within Japanese culture and have fun stories to associate with them. I would encourage anybody who's interested in taking a deep dive, pun not intended, for what yokai are. Check out the Kappa and read that story, because that one's pretty telling as well.
What kind of are you? So I've played a few of the levels, and the layout is really interesting in some of them. Like some of them you have all the baths in the middle, and there's like a village where people are walking around. You have to pull the right ones, or sometimes they'll just jump in. Are there other additional mechanics that you're perfecting right now for the game?
Right. So just as you pointed out, some of the main ones that we focus on are changing the layout of the level, or where the player has to navigate to interact with these ingredients and customers. The other thing that we are balancing out right now, which is, I believe it's in the second stage, is enchantments. And so there will be another sort of podium or post that you'll have to grab an item from and slap that onto the bath as well for some other testy customers.
That's really interesting. Can you describe kind of, so you're now, you're also are you co-hosting Wholesome Direct?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I know that you've been in Wholesome Direct, right?
I have. Yeah, I've had the pleasure of being a part of Wholesome Direct and speaking about Onsen Master, as well as having an Onsen Master track in the Wholesome vinyl. And so,
that's so dope.
That was really fortunate. Yeah, we have a special release track on that vinyl.
That's cool. I may have got my lines crossed for that one.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what this Wholesome Direct brings.
Yeah. It's gonna be dope. So, can you talk about like your experience, as a Black game developer with the community, and how that's kind of evolved over the past couple years with everything going on from your from your experience?
My experience specifically, everybody's going to have some similarities and some pivots from sort of the Black experiences and relating to games. And I think one thing that probably is in that echo chamber is this seeking of resources, seeking the avenues to be able to create games sustainably. That's definitely been a challenge in creating Onsen Master and creating the titles to follow Onsen Master. I am very fortunate that the time spent working on Onsen Master has led me to other connections, to build connections with other people that have led to more opportunities. And so this game starting from a hobbyist project to now being able to look forward to having a sustainable studio that can make other games centered on BIPOC narratives. I'm really thankful about that. In addition to my experience, I'm a part of the education sphere, and so wanting to give back and teach would-be developers and growing up students that are growing up in that space the tools that they need. That's been another avenue that has been pursued pretty heavily, and so all those things to say, like, I can't wait for what comes next, not only at Awakening Uni Games, but the other developers that are now getting the resources they need to create projects.
And are you going to be using your studio as a pipeline for those folks to come in and learn from you?
Absolutely. One of the things that is a small avenue to that right now, one of the things that I do is stream on Twitch and provide game development as well as updates on what we're working on, and so that usually comes with things like prototyping, talking about Onsen Master, playing games, but that's been expanded a little bit further. And so I'll be involved in some education spaces, teaching game design programs and 3D modeling, as well as illustration.
Awesome. We'd love to have you come and be a guest at Gameheads as a speaker, because we typically have developers of color on, and to sort of share their industry experience. So the students would love to talk to you about your experience with building Onsen Master and everything you're working on with your studio. Yeah,
let me know. I would love to chat more, and I'm always here as a parent and expecting another one on the way. It's really important for me to thank you very much. It's really important for me to be able to create experiences that can center people that look like us, but also bring the whole family together on the couch. And so that's kind of what Onsen Master's pillar is, and what the other games to follow will be.
It's definitely.
What are some of the? Are you working on multiple titles at once?
I am.
Nice.
So yeah, but I can share a little bit more on those in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the ones that is that's public now, as far as some of the ongoing projects, definitely had the pleasure of working with some other talented developers for an event that was sponsored by Google Stadia. We were very lucky to receive some funding from them to continue the pursuit of this project that we created for a sort of game jam event. And so it is a miniature robot fighting game that you can look forward to more news coming.
Oh, dope. So it hasn't been announced yet, or you just did it for the game jam and it's kind of, you're still like grinding on it?
The game jam game that you can seek out is called Bushido Bots, and that is the project that we will be continuing forward. I don't know what shape or form it will take per se, but in essence, it will be the project that you can see or reach out and search for now. So all that's public. That's all stuff that's announced in articles and all those types of things.
Yeah, definitely keep sharing that stuff with us as you continue your development efforts. We'd love to see sneak peeks of anything you're working on as well. So with this game, are you going to be doing additional DLC for the game and things of that nature?
We have been talking about that one a lot. Onsen Master originally was scoped to be a much larger title, and for that to go out as a first game seemed a little unwise and probably would stretch our scope out. I don't know how long I'd be talking about this game for the next handful of years. But as an answer to that, to still want to pursue, designing some of the levels that we had in the back of our mind, we are going to work on some additional content after the game releases. Might take the form of some updates, as well as one or two more levels. So, but we'll see.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, the game is super fun.
Yeah.
Like I played an earlier version of it, and it's cool to be able to play some of the different levels, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of it when it's out. Where can we find you, and where can we find the game? Did you guys announce exactly everywhere it's going to be released?
Yeah, so Onsen Master is releasing on PC and console. I can't say exactly which ones per se, but you can catch all those individual updates on the Twitter account, which is Waking Oni Games. And then if you want to hear from me, it's just Waking Oni.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Derrick Fields. Thank you so much, and
Thanks,
we're
Derrick.
gonna catch you next week also on the GameSpot stream. That's gonna be really
That's
dope.
right.
Like you had really great conversation with Timur, so looking forward to that. You guys should check that out. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
you know, sharing your game for sure.
Love the game.
Appreciate
brother.
being
Thank
here.
you.
Thanks for the invite.
All right. The game is really dope. You caught on mad quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like the game, man. The main mechanics work really well. It's something that you know, that the right trigger thumb sort of like getting that going. I really enjoyed it.